Today we will see how to create a Windows-based instance via EC2. So for that, I have logged in into my Amazon console page with username and password. I'm into EC2 dashboard console. Under that, click for launch instance. Once you click on launch instance, you will be taken to another console page. Here, give Windows Server instance some name you can give. I'll have Windows selected under Amazon machine image. I'll keep instance type as T2 micro. I'll also create a new key pair. If you can use existing one also, but here we'll create a new key pair. So we'll give some name, Windows key pair. Sorry. And the file will be downloaded. So what we'll do, we'll just copy this file, keep it somewhere. So let me copy and keep it in my D drive. And network settings will have create security group by default. RDP traffic will make sure that it is allowed because we want to access via remote desktop client, and we'll keep it storage 30 GB. Let's click on launch instance. So the moment you click on launch instance, instance initiation will be started, and let's see view all instances. So as I see Windows Server, it's pending. So a couple of them I've already created and terminated it. So this is the one which we have just now we have initiated. So let's go inside and check whether it got created or not. So generally Windows instance takes some time, maybe a minute or two to get it up and running compared to Linux based instance. So meanwhile we'll see that we could see that there is a public IP address provided, so that will be used to log into remote desktop client. We have a private IP address also. We see that instance type is T2 micro, right? And platform Windows, so all looks good. Let us refresh once again. Let us go back, and I see that it is up and running. So let's see how to connect to this Windows instance. So there are multiple ways to connect to this Windows instance. What you can do, you can just copy this IP address, and you can access it via a remote desktop client. So what you can do, just copy this IP address, open your remote desktop client of your laptop, of your computer rather, and paste it the IP address, right? And under show options, username you have to give it as administrator. And once you try to connect, it will ask you for the password. So we'll see how to generate the password. So this is the one way you can connect to this particular Windows instance via remote desktop client. And I'll close this, and let's see how can we connect via Amazon console page also. So click on this connect. Under connect, you will see that there is a RDP client. So now if you download this remote desktop file and try to access this Windows instance via this remote desktop file, you will not have to enter the IP address. So I'll show you what I'll do. I'll just download this remote desktop file. I'll have this file copied under D drive as well, and let me try to generate the password. So as you see, there's a get password. So let me click on get password. So once I now click on get password, it says that password is not available. What is that basically? Windows instance takes at least 4 minutes after launch to have password generated, right? So it's still now, I think it is just 2 to 3 minutes. So we have to wait for a minute also. So what we'll do, we'll just go back, and we'll try to see some other options of this particular Windows instance. So let me go inside, and let me explain you about instance state, right? So here now, suppose you want to stop this instance, so you can stop it by click on instance state, stop instance. If you want to reboot this particular Windows machine, Windows server rather, you can do it via reboot instance. And now if you feel that your work is over and you want to have this instance terminated, you can have terminate instance, right? And coming to actions, you can just have this actions rather security group or troubleshoot. So all these things you can do it via actions, right? So let's see, and let's check and see whether are we able to generate the password or not. So again, I clicked on connect. I'm into RDP client. Let me click on this get password. So yeah, in get password, as you see that we should be able to generate the password. So under browse, we have to locate the key which we have created while creating this Windows instance. So that was the key I have created. So what I'll do, I'll just select that's this key and click on decrypt password. So once I click on decrypt password, I see that password is provided. So I'll just copy it. I'll I'll have it in Notepad, right? So I'll just copy it again, minimize it, and I'll go to this remote desktop file. So let me double click on this RDP file, connect, and it will ask me for the password. So I'll just copy paste the password, press OK. Yeah, now as you see that we are able to connect to this Windows instance via this remote desktop client, right? So it will take some time to have the settings personalized for you the way it takes when we log into our desktop or the Windows, like Windows based machine, rather a laptop which has Windows installed, right? So same way it will take, and you will have your Windows instance up and running, right? Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you.